We welcome one and all as we await the start of play. Good evening and welcome to the Lymers Technical Center. Here we are about to see the kickoff of the lone game for this evening. Lymers taking on Spartans FC in what is expected to be an intriguing evening. And so we welcome you and asking you to stay tuned as we await the arrival of the players. It is going to be a good day, and so we await the officials and players from the dugout. In the meantime, I know if it was a referee session or if it was somebody else other session. Now referees are made. Coaches. One, two, 1, 2. It is day number 4 and the second weekend in the Anguilla Football Association Male Senior League. Good evening and welcome to the Raymond Gishard Technical Center. It is the second weekend of action here in the Football Association Male League. Indeed, with me this evening is none other than the man Tony Fleming, and we are going to be bringing you to you live from the very kickoff. It is Lymers. They will be taking on Spartans in the lone game for this evening, and the Spartans would have enjoy a 1 point coming off of a draw from their first game, taking on attackers. Lymers, the first time on the field, and shaping up. It is anticipated to be a good day today, Tony. Welcome to the Geisha, Raymond E. Geisha Technical Center.
Yes, good evening, Millington, and good evening to all of our viewers, all of our listeners, and taking our live feed on the YouTube channel EI Live. It's going to be a good encounter here for both teams. The Spartans, they are coming off of a draw, I think, with the attackers, that is. The Lymers, they are going to start their proceedings for this year's tournament. This will be their first game. And they've been training very hard. They've been putting in the work with the coaches and the technical director, and that of Andre Griffith. He's affectionately known as Sour, and Richard. And so they will be looking to at least get all 3 points here. The Spartans, however, will have other ideas. They too have been putting in work. They didn't lose the match in their first encounter, and even though there were some close chances for the attackers team in the dying stages, and I'm certainly sure that the Spartans, they will build on the point that they have taken so far for this tournament. And we are saying to you that we are expecting a keenly contested game here, Millington. Both teams will be evenly matched, and we will definitely bring it to the listening and the viewing public as it unfolds here, right here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium here in Rainbow City, Anguilla. Indeed.
If we just look back at the games played so far we have had a number of goals. Tony, in our first encounter, we had some 13 goals on our first night, with a 12-1 victory for that will be Ducks United walking away with a 12-1 victory over the Western Predators. In the second night, we would have seen a number of goals likewise, where Salsa Ballers and the Enforcers scored some 9 goals in that game. It was the Enforcers in the end who won that game 4 goals to 5. 5 goals to 4. We saw Diamond FC went down to that would have been uprising 2 goals to 1. And on Sunday we saw where it was a draw in the first game. Attackers took on Spartans. That was a draw, and it was the Rowan Lions, who got the better of Kicks United 4 goals to 1 in their encounter. So a number of goals so far, and we are anticipating a good, evenly contested game here this evening, but we expect to see goals in this encounter.
Yes, as you mentioned, goal has not been scarce since the tournament kicked off last Friday, with the drubbing of the new Predators coming into the league for the first time. Even though they would have lost the match some 12 goals to 1, I thought they acquitted themselves well, with that being the first time since they have been coming into the league. They played right down to the end of the whistle, and they were happy. I'm certainly sure that they would have been happy that they had at least scored a goal on their first try in this tournament. And so we have seen so far the games has been, keenly contested for the most part, other than the side for the Ducks United and the Rowan Lions. They certainly dominated the majority of their proceedings, but the other matches has been very close. That match against the Salsa Ballers and the Enforcers, the match, the Diamonds FC as well, being down 2 goals to 0 at halftime, rowing back and almost at least eking out a point, but the Uprising held their course and was able to at least keep that 1 goal cushion. And so some good showing so far at this early stage of the season. We are yet some way in, just the early stages, and so I'm certainly sure that we will see a lot more improvement from all of the teams.
Certainly, with some. So far, we have had some 30 goals. That's like 6 goals on average. 6 goals on average a game. And so we are expecting to have a good showing here. Tony, before the guys come out and we go and we bury ourselves in football, we could talk some cricket. We could talk some cricket, certainly. The West Indies have taken an unassailable 2-0 lead over Sri Lanka. It was in a bit of bother today, but they came back and they won that game quite easily. Well, one shouldn't say easily, but they held on to win the game off the back of a 192, the highest opening stands at the Sir Vivian Richards ground over there in Antigua, with Lewis scoring some 103 and his opening partner, who was the centuries maker in the first game, that would be Shehope, scoring some 81.
Yes, as always, with the West Indies team, as we know, it like to make things very difficult and uncomfortable for us at times, even in winning situations and so on. But we say kudos to them. They held their nerves, especially Nicholas Puran. We know he's an explosive scorer and was almost scoring at 2 runs a ball. Not at 2 runs a ball, but 1 run. He had like some 14 runs from 28 balls. So, but he kept his nerves. He held his nerves, and in the end, they held on and was able to get that victory. What is interesting, as we are getting set to head back to the football, what is interesting is that we can talk about maybe in a break, is that they have changed the captain for the test team. That's a talking point that we certainly will look into. But the players are heading out of the tunnel. Millington.
Yes, it is the Lymers in an all new, different uniform this year. They are playing in a pink and black. We saw them it was in a green last year, a real lime color. And this year, 2021, they are in pink and black. So pink and black, it is the Lymers, and it's the Spartans in a blue, more of a maroonish looking color there. And it's going to be trimmed with yellow. It's going to be a good encounter. So we are seeing the formalities now taking place in the middle, with hands being shaked, and we are still saying thanks be to God that the formalities that we are seeing here can still occur even in these COVID times. For we have seen in various countries where you won't see this at all, and even when they're coming out from the dugout, they come out separately, even as a team, and so we give God thanks and praise in these parts. We have at present one case, one recovering case on an island was discovered some 2 days ago, as what's said. Came in from a Caribbean island and came in with a negative test, but when tested here, came back with a positive result. Nonetheless, that one is in quarantine, and our nation continue to be safe. The authorities continue to ensure that things are pretty safe in Anguilla, and we are proud. We are grateful to those in authority for ensuring that the necessary steps are and the protocol that has been put in place is being upheld. And thanks to all our frontline workers and to all officers and nurses, doctors, and those who are in place to ensure that our nation remain a safe haven. Yes, it's welcome back to you're not missing any football. We are about to see the kickoff of this lone game for this evening. It's Friday, the 12th of March, 2021. It is... we are coming to you live from the Remain Igisha Technical Center right here in Rainbow City, Anguilla, live from the Valley. It is Lymers taking on Spartans in the lone game this evening. Spartans will be kicking from the Campus B, and it is Lymers will be kicking from the City End or the James Ronald Webster Park End. The man in the middle, it is Burton. Burton will be the man in the middle. His assistants will be Rouse. Rouse will be
Trevor
his.
Rose over, and is that Trevor on the far end?
No, Trevor Rouse is right here with us, and he will be the number 1 AR.
Is that the youngster over there?
That's the young lady.
Is that Jardiana? Yes, I think that's Jardiana. Yes, yes, Jardiana. She did the first match and had a very good showing when she did the first match against the Ducks versus the Predators as well.
Tony, there's a group, a new group. And there's the whistle, and here we go. It's Lymers with the ball, a long high ball, cleared by the defense of Spartans early, picked up by Spartans again. Intercepted momentarily, Spartans picks it up. And that's a handball. It's going to be a free kick to Lymers. A long shot, long ball into the area, head goes up, danger here, and danger averted. Very early ball, a long kick into the area, and fortunately for the keeper, it took a bounce straight into his arms and was able to avoid any danger there. It's Lymers with the ball on the right flank. Well, he's off. Wrong-footed there. Lymers is going to clear. That's Spartans going to clear. Spartans with the ball. Not controlled well. Lymers picks it up. We are yet to receive a team sheet. Just bear with us as we await the team sheet. It's Lymers with the ball in their own half. Looking to get a feel of this pitch. It will not be the same surface that they would have played on when they last played in 2020. It's very heavily sand. Here is an attack on the left flank by Lymers. An attack, the ball coming across and going out of touch, and attempted shot there, and it's gone out of touch for a goal kick to Spartans. Well, it is Lymers who look to press very high all in this exchange, Tony.
Yes, certainly. Lymers, they are getting the first feel of the pitch, that is. The Spartans, they would have played their first match over the course of last weekend. But so far, both teams are looking to settle and looking to knock the ball around. More so the Lymers stringing passes in the midfield. Here they come on the attack again, but cut out there by the defense there for Spartans. The ball is with Jason Lloyd. He chips over there to find the man on number 21, but he's been challenged there by the defender and given away there. It's Lymers defending the ball with Jason. He pushes it down the right side of his attacking third, but too heavy for the player running there, and ball going into touch for a goal kick to the Lymers.
And so we have just received our lineups, and so we'll be running through our starting lineups for you. For the Spartans, it is Keontae Brooks, number 21. As we watch Lymers coming over with the ball in the midfield. It's Lady with the ball. Lady picks it up. Drops it to the number 16, who drops it wide to Richardson. Richardson looks up. Carlos Richardson gives it back. Looking for a crossing. Couldn't find his man. Lady picks it up again. Drops it wide. Richardson holds on it. Looks up. Sends a ball. Long ball. Too heavy a touch there. And into the arms of the waiting custodian. So Keontae Brooks, number 21 for Spartans. Darian Carty, he's in goal, number 1. Thomas George, he bears number 6. Kifoy Lee bears number 2, he's in defense. Javon Lloyd, number 8. Jaheim Lynch, number 17. Number 10 is Javon E. Richards. Devante Richardson, number 11. Akabel Rogers, he is number 16. Devante Rose, number 14. And Hector Talmaco is number 3. That's the lineup. That's the starters. On the bench for Spartans, we have Alric Rogers. Seemed to have picked up a knock in the last game. He will not sure if he would feature in this game at all. Rennie Rennie, sorry. He will come off the bench. Dimitri Niles. Targil Louis. Khalik Julius. Khalik Jackson. Shadiq Emmanuel. Clayton Bryan and Descartes Brown. They will all come off the bench if needed. It is. I just pass it on. Good touch and ball here. And it is a shot and goal coming in there. But easy save there. Easy save. That was number 8 in the person of Lloyd. Javon Lloyd taking a shot there. But nothing coming of it. Very easily taken by the custodian. Here is Lymers into the arms of the goalkeeper. Well, we have the sheet, but that just a copy of the sheet, not the original given to us. So we will have a lineup of Lymers in just a while as we watch Spartans knocking that one out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Lymers.
So the Spartans just trying to push forward. They had an opportunity at goal with Lloyd cutting back in on his left foot. It appears as though he has 2 good foot that he can kick with, and keeper was able to save. Here we see a deep throw in there. We deep into the defensive third. Here is Lloyd again getting past the man, but being hounded there and being knocked off of it. Picked up there by the Lymers. Lymers trying to build. Here is Colling. Now he looks up, dribbles past one, almost loses it there, knocking it all the way back to the number 22 there. And here is the Lymers building from the back. Millington just looking to consolidate and to stabilize things as they move forward towards the goal as well.
Yes, they're looking to just get a feel of the ground, and they have enjoyed the best of the exchange thus far. The Lymers. Spartans with the ball. Lymers. Intercepts. Lymers going forward. Ball knocked a long way forward. He's not going to get this one at all. That one is going to run out of touch, and it's going to be a throw into Spartans.
Trying to find the player there. Is that number 2 for the Lymers, playing on the left-hand side of midfield. But it appears as if he's almost playing in a defensive position, because he was some way back when he set off for that pass as well. Here is Jason losing out there to his compatriot number 8.
Here's Lymers, shot and goal. Easy save.
So the Lymers team is Daniel Bailey in goal, number 24 Noah Bracha, number 29 Sidhu Bracha, Number 16, Caleb Bryan. Number 2 is Ricardo Carty. Number 5, Kelvin Ryan. Number 8, Charlene Fleming. Number 10 is Carlos Richardson. Number 22, Keanu Romney. Number 7, Jan Romney. And number 21, Tristan Richardson.
It's Lymers with the ball. Shot coming in there from a long way out from Thomas. Asking the goalkeeper to make a save. He did so very easily. Lymers picks it up. Tristan with the ball. Looks to get around his man. Does so. Gets a good ball across. A touch too heavy. Is he good? He's going to be called. He's flagged offside. He's flagged offside. But good bit of footwork there by Tristan.
Yes, Bing, as he's affectionately known, he is one of those deadly strikers as well. If he does receive it in any threatening position, can pull something off. I noticed that he's playing with a heavily strapped right knee. I don't know whether or not he's favoring just a little niggle, but he's not hindering that much. Still moving as well as he could.
Well, not moving as freely as we have seen him move, but he's on the pitch, and Lymers would manage his time out there. Here is Liddy. Looks for Tristan. Tristan gets through. Trouble here. It's a goal! In the 11th minute of play, Tristan coming up, jump for Lymers, and we just said we will have to manage him, but manage him they are going to do now because he has bust the net for the Spartans in the 11th minute of play. Tristan, really great pass there coming in there from Colin, and Colin jetted the defense, and what a superb finish there by Tristan.
Yes, Bing, I told you that he could be very threatening if he's given any hint of any opportunity, and there he was pushed to there by Colin Liddy, and Bing running for all his worth, getting onto it. And what was so good about the finish is that he didn't try to take an additional touch because he realized that the keeper was advancing and trying to close down, and all he did was just get a little toe poke and just knocked it past the keeper, around the keeper, and into the back of the net for goal number 1. Really good goal there taken by the man Bing, and he could spell some trouble here for the Spartans defense if they don't be careful. Here we see the ball is with the Lymers now. They're playing from the back. After that goal, here is Samuel. He's dribbling inside, cutting inside to his right. The ball is squared nicely, but intercepted there by the center forward. And here is the player there for the Lymers, number 12, just bringing it back, and Chips coming in as I hand you over to Middleton.
Now, Lymers, as we said, looks a better team, looking more agile, looking more penetrative. Goal coming there in the 11th minute. Good 1-2 by Tristan Richardson. It is Spartans looking to pull one back. Spartans with the ball. Good defense there. Good bit of defensive work. But number 2, the ball going out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Lymers.
Yeah, Tristan will be better to save himself as opposed to chasing the player there, number 17, all the way back to the half line for the ball. He will be more careful to save himself for those 2 passes. Here we see a shot coming and goal, but that one going wide.
What the goalkeeper would have to be mindful of is that we notice that the Lymers are not afraid of shooting from very far out. And so oftentimes he finds himself just around that penalty area. And he has to be very careful that, because Liddy is one of those persons who we have seen from time to time will take the long shot. And so he will have to be mindful of that. Looking to catch him off his line. Ball is Lake. Lake looks for his man. That's Rose. Rose loses out. Richardson picks it up. This is sent into the back for no. Picks it up and sends it on the left flank. Samil picks it up, looking for a man. That's infringement. That's an infringement. It's going to be a free kick. Fleming is going to leave it. So it's Colin who's going to be taking this one. Ball into the box, on the edge of the box. It's going up, not taken there. It's Lymers. Cleared there momentarily by Spartans. Spartans picks it up in the middle of the field. Sends it wide onto the right. Pulls it back and send it back into the back. Looking to Bill. Loses the ball now. And that's another foul. Looking to play advantage. And they will play advantage. Oh, good work there by Tristan Richardson. Good footwork, good ball work there. It's Colin who picks it up, looking for Tristan. He's going to lose it.
Yes, nice footwork there by Tristan, better known as Bing, as he's affectionately called. Now he's playing football for quite some time now in his tender age, and shows quite a bit of skill and pace during those times. Has not lost any of the pace, so to speak, other than him carrying that heavy strapping on his leg. He is still doing some magic here today, Millington.
Very well, so here is, that's an infringement. It's going to be a free kick to Spartans. Ball knocked downfield. It's going to run close to the touchline, but it's into the back, into the defense.
It's a dangerous ball there by the defender there, and could have easily been
intercepted. Yes. It's Lymers with the ball. Looking to Bill again. Long ball through. Good interception there by Lee momentarily, but the ball has been touched too heavy. And the player there on the right flank, the number 7 there, was making a run, but it was too heavy for him. Spartans looking to come out of their half. Spartans, it was Rose. The ball intercepted, knocked out of touch. Throw into Spartans. It's about the halfway line. And the left flank of play. It's a foul throw. Is that a foul throw? Yes, a foul throw. Going against Spartans. Throw taken by Lymers. Cleared by Spartans. Lymers with the ball. Ball knocked out of touch. Going to be a throw-in.
What Spartans will definitely need to do if they really want to contend for this game as well, they will need to get their players a lot closer to the ball. They have been dominated in midfield, and hence they're absorbing quite a bit of pressure in that area and causing problems for their defense as well.
Very well. So we notice that the defense for Lymers is playing very high, and they're being allowed to do that because the midfield has been really dominated and controlling a lot of the play, and so the defense can afford to be playing very high.
Yes, the Lymers, they have employed the old veteran there in Colin. He's playing in that number 6 spot, and just linking the passes between the midfield players and the forwards, and it's causing quite a bit of problems for the Spartans team. They are not as closely knit. They are not marshalling the forces together as they would like. Here we see a throw-in to the Lymers.
When you look at the Lymers team, it is almost as if you're watching a primary school playing against a secondary school. Here goes Spartans down the right flank. It is Rogers. Looks to get around the man, can't.
careless play there by the number 2 in Ricardo. Had all the time in the world to control it, but allowing the player there for Spartans and winning it and getting us through.
Another foul throw. Only 3 consecutive foul throws from Spartans. Coach will not be pleased with that at all.
Certainly. As you can see, the captain there in Jason Lloyd Jr., Javon, yes. Lloyd just gesticulating and giving instruction of how to throw the ball. Here is the Lymers playing deep from the back. Ball is over on the right side as the player comes close to the touchline, passes it to Samuel, but he loses out, and the ball has been put into touch for a throwing there to the Spartans.
It's with Rouse. Rouse is going to leave it for Lake. One of the veterans for Spartans team. Spartans. It's with Rouse. Ball been knocked out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a throw-in to Lymers. On the right flank of play. We are into the 21st minute of play. It's 1-0. 1-0. Goal coming in the 11th minute. So Spartans in deficit. Look to get back on even terms. But it's Lymers who has been dominated so far. Dominating this game so far. From kickoff. And they will look to hold this lead or stretch the lead as much as they can. It's Lymers with the ball. Cleared there by League momentarily. It's going to, he's been beaten there, and it's going to be a chase for the ball. Hal 1-2. It is the man Tristan into the area he goes, and the ball has been won momentarily. Samuel picks it up, looks for his play. He finds Colin, who lands it. A long ball over on the right flank. It is Lymers picks it up. Looking, poor bit of work there, and the ball running out of touch, and it is going to be a throw-in to Spartans. But good bit of work there, good ball, good true ball coming in the legs of Tristan. Is heavily strapped as this. He is making it do.
Yes, and on a normal surface, because we know as while we appreciate the turf as we have it to play on, we had to do some work in terms of heavily sanding it to get it to respectability in terms of our play. And so hence when Tristan did get on that ball and did try to push off, got held up a bit and was caught by the defender.
But it's a good one here, and he has been beaten to the one, and it goes out of touch. Attempted to send the man forward, was unable to. And in the end putting the ball out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Spartans. This is a good ball. Shot and goal. Team 1 coming off the outer part of the boot. And it's Spartans who picks it up. They're going to come forward with it. And send back in the back. They're going to start this with the number 22. Good pass. Samuel picks it up. Gets it. This ball has been knocked out of touch by the player there for Spartans, that's Rogers. Long ball for. Going to go out of touch again. And so far, Tony, it really has been all Lymers. All Spartans find themselves doing for the majority of the game thus far is defending.
Yes, certainly. The Lymers have been controlling things from the get-go as soon as they've had the opportunity to wear the bounce and the roll of the pitch. And so far they've been playing well, trying to string as many passes as possible. And if you notice, as I mentioned earlier on, the distance between the Spartans players makes it quite difficult for them to really string any passes together. Here is the Lymers on the attack. They've been challenged there, but the player been blocked there and throwing there. Jan Romney there, number 7 being blocked. The ball going into touch for a throw in there to the Lymers in the attacking third of the Spartans.
It's going to be a throw-in to Lymers. Shoot taken. Samuel picks it up. It's been... Ball has been robbed and the ball knocked out of touch.
What Samuel needs to understand is that he has to get those hands up to shield the ball. He's been, bumped off of it pretty easily. And there you can see again the player there just, giving it away. Here he is now. There's a shot on goal, but that one going wide. Yes, Samuel definitely needs to get those hands up, get those shielding mechanism going, because he is being hounded after the ball and has been pushed off of it easily.
Well, this one is danger here. This is dangerous. And it is not averted as yet. Now it is averted. It is averted, and a goal kick is awarded to Spartans. But that could have been dangerous there. That could have been dangerous. The ball was played back. It was a short pass to the player, and then it was played back to the keeper. Tristan was aware of what was going on, and he put the keeper under pressure, and could have it could have been danger for Spartans.
Yes, but what the Spartans player did well is that he didn't give him a lot of room to maneuver in order to get into a good position to cross. They was able to hound him and force him closer to the goal line, and hence receiving a goal kick. But dangerous territory there is the Spartans. They are treading on Millington.
Yes, very dangerous grounds of Spartans. One would have thought that having played on... Here is Lymers. This ball is knocked out of touch, and it's going to be throw-in. But one would have thought that with Spartans having had the opportunity to play on the surface before, that they would have had a feel of it and would have been able to control the ball a lot better. But it's not to be. Throw coming in. Colin picks it up. Gets it to Samuel. Samuel shot and goal! Oh, that's a good save. That's a good save. Pulling off a good save there. Asking the goalkeeper to come up with a big one, and he does.
Yes, good save by the keeper there. Nice pass assisted there by Colin as well. Samuel getting a shot on goal, but the keeper equal to the task.
Spartans, too heavy a touch there. Was looking for Thomas and not getting him. Here is Richardson on the right flank, making a run down there. Gives it back to Samuel. Samuel has been cutting. He's been playing from the right wing to the left wing. He's been playing all over the field. Just keep sweeping and sweeping. Samuel with the ball. Samuel loses out. It's back into the defense with Noah Bradshaw. Number 22 looking. St. Romney running. Oh, this one coming off the boot of the number 11. That is Devante Richardson. And it goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in to Lymers.
So the Lymers, they are, really playing some smart football, not holding on to the ball as long as we have seen other teams as well. They're trying to knock it around, trying to spread the passes. And you mentioned Samuel moving from left to right. He has got a good lungs. He does the distance running very well and has the lungs to cover those areas as well. And that was one of the authorities placed on him to do such for his team.
Yes, he's back on this the left wing in a flash. Here is Javon being dispossessed by Colin. Tristan picks it up. Tristan looks for Samil. Samil with the ball on the left flank. He looks up, looks to get around one man. He doesn't. The ball is going to go out of touch. Yes, it does. And it's going to be a throw-in. A throw-in to Lymers. Samil has been asked to leave the ball. This is number 2 who is going to take that throw.
Number 2, that looks to be the player in Ricardo.
Ricardo throws it to Samil. Back to Ricardo. Ricardo gets it into the air. Cleared. It's a tussle for the ball. Ball has been played way in the back. It's number 21. Picks it up. Sends it across to Bradshaw. Bradshaw picks it up. Sends it wide on the left flank. The left back picks it up. Sends it to the midfield. It's Liddy who sends it to Ricardo. Ricardo looking for a run here. Looking to make a run. Was intercepted there. The ball was knocked out of touch. And it's going to be a throw-in. Ricardo is going to take it. He's looking for a man. Finds Samil. Making a run. Tussler here for the ball. And it's going to be a free kick to Spartans. Kick taken quickly. Javon picks it up. Knocks it forward. Loses out. Here comes Lymers. Tristan with it. Number 16 sends Richardson running on the right flank. He has Rouse to contend with. Rouse is very fast. He's been beaten there. Rouse with the ball. Rouse looking to get around his man. Can't. That's Robney. Robney dispossessing him. It's with Liddy. Colin. Oh, that's a advantage play. It's advantage play. Tristan with the ball. Tristan in the box. Danger here. Trouble here. And he knocks it over the top. Could have easily been 2 goals to nil. Tristan having an opportunity there. He pulled it off. He took it off his right foot, put it back on his left, and in the end, making a meal of that one.
Really good move there by Tristan Bing. Richardson shifting to the right side and then realizing that that space was being cut out. Cut back to the left side where the space was. Had a mighty heave at it, but just too much power and going high over the crossbar. But a good attempt there by the Lymers center forward and doing a lot of work. And that's going to be offside, Samil. And you can see he's just about on his haunches now trying to catch his breath, Militant.
Yes. Here is going to be a free kick to Spartans. We are into the 34th minute of play. So Lymers taking on Spartans in the weekend's first game. It is 1-0. Here is Lymers. Tristan Richardson picks it up. Finds Samil. Samil is dispossessed. Good looking ball there. Oh, Thomas not getting to that one. It is Colin who finds the man. It's Romney. Oh, Romney met 2 men there. Shot coming in there and blocked. Shot blocked. Shot again. Good cross. Samil coming off the head. He's not going to get that one. He's fast, but that ball was running too fast, even on this heavy sand ground, and he could not get on to the end of that one.
I like the effort by Tristan. You know, any little opening, he is certainly making sure that he pulls the trigger. That one, he had a really powerful shot on goal. I think the player there, the defender, feeling some effects of that shot as well, as the physio has been called to give some attention there to the Spartans central defender. But the Lymers with the interjection of Bradshaw, who've been playing in the central defense, they have been very stable, knocking the ball as often as they can. And it's like I mentioned to you earlier on, Millington, the Spartans, they are not playing as close as they are to. They are more on the defensive end of things, and that can cause a bit of trouble for them here this evening, because the goalkeeper there in Bailey, in the Lymers goal, have seen very little work so far.
Yes, as we said earlier, Tony, what it looks like, it's more like a primary school playing against a secondary school. When you look at the height of the players for Lymers, they really has the advantage in height, and it will be very interesting to see how effective Spartans will be defending from corner kicks against Lymers.
Certainly, the height advantage is very glaring, as you can see on our screens as well. But the Spartans, they're still fighting. The game is, yet some time away. It's just we're into the 37th minute, and it's still 1-0. So, they still have an opportunity as well to get back into the game. But they will certainly need to make some adjustments in the way how they set up and the way they're playing at the moment.
Very well so. Is the ball going out there, going out of touch? It's going to be a throw into Spartans. Throw taken. That is a foul throw. Another foul throw. Could you believe this? And these are basics. It's a basic. You keep your feet on the ground.
Certainly.
Basics. Throw to Lymers, taken there by number 2. Lymers. This possesses Javon. It's Lloyd with the ball, making the run. Lloyd. Just too heavy a touch. It is Richardson who picks it up, and the ball has been knocked out of touch by the number 17 there for Spartans. Man Lynch. Jaheim Lynch. The throw coming in there. Spartans looks clear, but the ball has been taken away. Spartans defending stoutly on that occasion, and it's going to be a free kick.
Aside from the size in terms of height, Millington, they are very small as well.
Yes,
in
and strength. So both in height and strength, Lymers has the advantage. The oldest of the play of the. If you look at the Spartans team, one of the oldest player is almost the smallest player on the ground. That's Kivoy Lake. So they really do not have size and height on their side. Here come Lymers. Ball coming across, and the goalkeeper is going to take that one very easily. 1-0. Lymers lead in the 39th minute of play. Yvonne Lloyd picks it up, travels with it into the Lymers half, sends him forward. Good one here. Number 21 holds it up. He has help. It's Thomas. He has Thomas for help. Ball coming across. Rouse is not going to get to the end of that one. That was not a very good cross there at all. It was too heavy coming across there. And it's Spartans who picks it up again. It's with Rouse. Rouse looks up. Has help. Lands it off. Gets it back. Rouse. Ball goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw into Spartans.
The cross was a good one, but like I mentioned, because they're playing so far apart, it's like Rose was almost in the center forward position because the center forward had to come forward to us, and the left back, the defender over on that side, was still way in his defensive half, and hence the ball just rolled just aimlessly to the side. But here's a throw into the Spartans, headed away by Lymers, still under the heavy attack here. Here is Spartans picking it up now.
League has the ball on the left flank. League looking to get around his man. Ball is with Spartans. It's with Lloyd. Lloyd looks for, finds Rouse. Looking to make a shot and goal straight into the waiting arms of Bailey.
Good shot, good drive there by the number 12 player. Is that number 12?
Number 14, Rose.
But the Bailey, with hardly anything to do, was right in position and collect that one cleanly. Here we see the pass coming over to Romney there on the
Romney
far
looking
side,
for
7.
Tristan. Ball cut out there.
Yes. Rose trying to out-dribbled himself, and here is the Lymers coming over.
Here is Richardson with the ball for Lymers. The ball has been taken away there by Lake, and Lake gets it back. Ball downfield. Lymers picks it up. Lymers. It's all Lymers. It was Samuel. He was looking to send Tristan running. Good work there by Lloyd. Closing it down very quickly.
Good work by Lloyd, but bad move there by
Samuel.
Samuel.
He had no right cutting back in there. He should have taken the ball on the left wing, because there was a man who was making the run down the left flank, and that was clearer than going back into the middle where Tristan was making that run.
Certainly.
Bradshaw sends it forward off the head of the Spartan player who picks it up now. Spartans with Lloyd. And that's a too heavy a touch by the player. Lloyd picks it up, loses out. It is Samil with the ball. Samil has it. Oh, that's a poor shot. He had help, and he should have used the help that he had. It was way outside of the box, and there was no how that one was going to trouble the goalkeeper. Well, Thomas has to be very careful. He was sliding there, and his studs were showing. He has to be very careful. That was dangerous play, and rightfully called for an infringement against Thomas there. It's going to be a free kick. Colin is going to take it. Ball served. Oh, straight through. It goes past everybody and into the arms of the waiting custodian. Bradshaw. We have two brothers here playing for the Lymers. Here is a ball that was played through there, but Spartans clearing. Lloyd, a Lake rather, looking to clear that one. The ball going out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Lymers. 1-0 into the 44th minute of play. Plus any time added for injury. Spartans. Well, they can count themselves lucky if they go into the half at 1 goal down, or if they can only even get back on even terms, because there's still a few minutes to play, with possession in favor of, heavily in favor of Lymers. They are very fortunate to only be 1 goal down. Here come Lymers again.
Certainly, Tristan was looking for that ball to come over the player. Just screwed back of Bing, and Bing was very, very upset, throwing his hands up in the air to say, "Why didn't you trip it over? I was running onto it." Here is Spartans on the attack now.
The one is going to go out of touch. It does so, and it's going to be a throw into Lymers. Throw into Lymers. Just about halfway in their own half. Here is Lymers with the ball. Lymers being dispossessed there. Here comes, here, Spartans come. Spartans Spartans. Oh, that's in the penalty area. And they're shouting, they're crying for a penalty. And he's not going to get the penalty. Tony, penalty or not?
Well, the referee is in a much better position than we are, along with his assistant, and they seems to have not a problem with the play at all. Obviously, the player seems to have caught all ball, but living dangerously there was the Lymers, and luckily they would have escaped that attack from the Spartans. But Spartans have, as we wind down the first half, they've seems to have just up the tempo a little bit. Maybe the Lymers, they are thinking, well, it's near to halftime, so let me conserve my energy and then we'll come out for the second half. But an opportunity almost coming there to the Spartans to get back on even terms.
Yes, but what we saw there is that Lloyd, he walked from the penalty area, and if he wanted a case, he should have stayed on the ground. But the tackle came in, he was looking for the penalty, it wasn't to be had. And that's an offside call by Rouse, against Rouse, and it's going to be a free kick. In the dying moments of this game, and we are into the second minute of injury time.
Yes, certainly, and as the keeper being asked to push back, here is...
Well, this is trouble! This is certainly trouble! Oh, well. Not sure what kind of play was that, and Spartans has themselves to blame not to be on equal terms.
Certainly, the Lymers...
I'm not sure, Tony. That's halftime. But it can so easily be one goal apiece. That was not a very smart thing to do. He took the kick, and he was way out on the line. There was no need for the goalkeeper to take that kick. One of the defenders should have taken that kick and had Thomas line that one properly and wrap his boot around it. We know that he has a powerful kick, and it could have so easily been 1-1 at halftime.
Well, we have the goalkeeping coach in the person of Colin there, and he should have known better. He was the one beckoning for Bailey to pass the ball to him. What he did was that he did not pass it directly to Colin, passed it behind, and almost run himself into some serious trouble there. Had it been anyone else from any one of the other teams, that ball would have been in the back of the net. Because I think the player took too long to realize that Bailey was all the way to the corner flag. And just a little roll was able to see the defenders for the Lymers getting into position and being able to snuck out that one. But a good half for the Lymers. We see the Spartans, they're trying to get back into the pick of things, and had at least maybe a good 3-4 minutes at the end.
Yes, well, Spartans fortunate to be one goal down and has an opportunity in coming back in this game with Lymers indeed, who took ball possession 90. It's more of a 80-20, superb work done there. In the end, it is 1-0 goal coming in the 11th minute of play from the boot of Tristan Richardson. We are going to take you back to the man in charge there. That's Hazel, my brother. And then when we come back live, we are going to bring you the action as it unfolds right here before us at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. back here live at the Raymond Igesha Technical Center. It is we're just about to see the resumption of play. The Lymers taking a 1-0 lead into the second half. It's Lymers 1, Spartans 0. Spartans 0. Spartans coming very close to equalizing in the dying moments of the first half. An excellent opportunity, but not just the man there, Thomas, not being game aware enough, and because of that, they suffered being one goal down. Well, there is going to be an early substitution for Lymers, and it seems, is that them? No, it's the number 13. We get the name. It's Damian Bailey who is going to be entering the game, and the man coming out, it seemed to, is it going to be Romney? Seemed to be Romney who is going to be substituted. Romney.
That's interesting. Quite strange that he actually went back onto the field at halftime.
Yes, and then he's substituted. Right, the referee's ensuring that we are ready. Whistle goes, and there we go. Spartans with the ball. Spartans will look to get back on even terms very early, but it is Spartans has to defend here very stoutly. Ball across to Rose. Rose finds Lloyd. Lloyd looks up, making a run, looking to find a true ball, but Rose is not going to get to the end of that one. That one has been knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a throw into Spartans. Rose. He's going to leave it for Rogers. Rogers takes the throw quickly. It's with Lloyd. Lloyd picks it up, gives it to Rogers. Rogers gets it into the box and into the waiting arms of the goalkeeper. No harm there, no pressure at all on him. And it's play long downfield. It's picked up there by Tristan. Tristan is going the other way. He lands it off to Samil and looks for it. He gets it back. Oh, on his heel. He was making the run. He got it, but got it not on the outside of the boot, on the heel, and loses out. Kivoy Lake with the ball. Looks to send the ball through. Gets it through, but only as far as Bradshaw. Bradshaw lands it over to his brother who is in central defense, who lands it wide. And it's trying to send it wide on the wing, and the left wing manages in getting it out of touch.
Yes, so second half continues. This time I beg your pardon, the Spartans, they've looked a little bit more purposeful in their play in this second half as well. As I was there talking with Coach Nigel Linton as he was giving me the instructions of the formation that the Lymers is playing. They are certainly playing 3-5-2 at 3 at the back, 5 in midfield, and 2 and forward. But what I'm thinking is that the Spartans, they should try and at least try to capitalize more on some of the some areas that I'm seeing here where there are opportunities for them to go down the wing side of the Lymers defense. They have not been doing a good job so far. The Lymers have been holding their own with their formation.
Yes, doing very well, doing pretty well. And they're trying out a new formation. It's working pretty well so far. It's Lymers who picks it up. It's Richardson who gets it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw picks it up. Looks to find essential defending his brother. Does so. Who knocks it forward. Looking for Tristan. Tristan won't get to the end of that one. He's been robbed of it. It's back with Richardson. Richardson is dispossessed illegally, though. It's going to be a free kick to Lymers. Free kick to Lymers. Ball. Long ball forward. Attempted clearance here by Spartans. Ball knocked wider, out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in. Lymers about midway within the Spartans half. In the 49th minute of play, into the 50th minute of play we go. Lymers with the ball. Lymers with an opportunity. Dispossessed, cleared. So Lymers with the ball in the back. Brothers who would have played with. And that's a foul. Colin goes down. Whistle going there, and he wasn't playing advantage, and so I'm not sure why the whistle didn't go immediately. It will be interesting to see whose ball it is going to be, because the tackle came in, the player went down, the play was allowed to continue, and then the whistle came.
Yeah, certainly from my vantage point here, that looks like an infringement there on the part of the Spartans player, but referee Albert is the one in charge, and he didn't see that as from his vantage point. But here is Lymers coming away with it again.
Lymers with the ball. Here is Lymers. Lymers on the attack. Lymers on the attack. On the left flank. Dispossess. That's only momentarily because they pick it up in Lady with the ball. Long ball. Sending Tristan forward. Tristan picks it up. He controls. He sends the ball across and too long, too heavy a touch. But the player picks it up on the wing. The ball goes out of touch and it's going to be a throw into Lymers. And he was looking there for Bailey, was making the run down the middle. He came and he went a long way across goal, and in the end it was knocked out of touch by Spartans.
Yeah, I think Bailey should have gone to the far post because that's where Richardson was aiming at, and he really put it up nicely.
He had the goalkeeper beaten all ends up.
He really hanged it nicely, as we would say. He hanged it nicely, but there was no one to get ahead on that one.
Yes. Another foul throw. That is about 6 fouls. The coach for Spartans will have to do an entire session on taking throws. This is just absolutely unbelievable.
It's probably just a mindset and concentration. Yeah, we see the throw taken quickly, but the attempted cross, been blocked there by the Spartans. So another throw in there to the Lymers in the attacking third, right just outside of the 18 yards box on the far line. We're into the 53rd minute. It's 1-0 in favor of the Lymers FC, playing in the purple and black against the Spartans, who are playing in the blue with little, just a dash of neon. Millington.
Here is Lymers with the ball. Making a run. On the outside is Richardson. But Rose is fast. And the ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be a goal kick. Yes, a goal kick for Spartans. Good run there by Rose, putting the pressure on Richardson. Both of them are fast. And in the end, the pressure toll on Richardson. Long ball up. Rouse controls. Gets it to Rogers. Rogers looks for Rouse. Oh, too heavy a touch. Too heavy a touch.
Good
The
idea,
intention was good.
yes.
The intention was good, but just a little too heavy there for Rose.
Yes, Rose is fast, and for that play there just a while, what Rose did was that he chased back and just a little shoulder bump that threw Richardson off the ball, and he was able to gain a goal kick. Here we see some instructions.
Yes, I was just going to ask you about that, Tony. I was distracted by the play that took place there, because what I saw is that there was a group of players. There are a group of players up there that was warming up, and I'm not sure that is allowed. You can't be warming up. You can't be knocking the ball. It's about 4 or 5 players that were there just doing passing, and that is not allowed. That is certainly not allowed on the line.
And that was one of the things that they mentioned in the meeting as well, Millington.
Exactly.
And, the coach and the person of Van Persie should be aware of that.
Exactly, because he is a referee, and I'm not sure why that, how he could have allowed that in his watch. I think that if you are warming up to go on the play, it's just running, not passing the ball, and that certainly was picked up there by the man Burton, and Burton said, "No, I am not going to allow that." Shot coming in there, there's a good shot, and it goes over the top, but that was a good shot.
Good shot. Keeper was off the line, and is that Rose again? That could have easily been dropping into the back of the net. Had it came down a little quicker, could have spelled some trouble there for Bailey.
And there's going to be a substitution, and that is going to be the man Richardson, who is going to give way. That's the number 10, Richardson, giving way to the number 11, and that is
number 11 is Jaleel Scarborough.
Scarborough entering the field now. Richardson task is done for the night for Lymers, and it's Scarborough, the number 11, who has entered the game. Scarborough. Well, he's not going to get his first touch there at all. Ball going out of touch. It's going to be a throw into Spartans. Throw taken. Shot, a long shot again there by Rogers, and we see that Spartans begin to shoot from distance outside, trying to catch the man, the goalkeeper, out of his line.
They've been looking much more purposeful in this second half, and challenging the defense of the Lymers a lot more often, as opposed to the first half that we would have seen. And so they're giving themselves every opportunity to at least be back on level terms again. They trail 1-0. We are into the 57th minute of this encounter.
Yes, it's 57th minute of play. Lymers lead 1-0. Free kick. It's Thomas. Sets up behind the ball. He has a very powerful kick. Thomas. He can score from that distance. I've seen him done it before. You have done it before. Shot and goal over the top. Did it before, not on this occasion.
Good technique there by Thomas. Got the technique right, got the power right, but just the lift just was not able to cause it to dip as quickly as he would have wanted it. Here you see the ball being booted up by the goalkeeper from the goal kick. Headed away there, but only as far as the Spartans. Here is Rouse trying to dribble around the Bracha there, but loses it, and ball going into touch, and certainly that's going to be a throw-in there to the Spartans FC, as the referee and Albert Burton just, giving some instructions as to the roughness of the play. So it's a throw-in there to Spartans. Here is number 6 chipping and trying to chip one way over, but blocked there by Samuel, the number 8 there for Lymers. And a throw-in taken quickly there by Kivai. Cut out and headed away there. Samuel will upend it there.
Oh, this is a dangerous play here. Scarborough knocks out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Spartans. Good cut out there. Good cut out there by Scarborough. Ball cleared by Lymers. It's Spartans on the run. Spartans. Oh, gotta be careful there, Thomas. That's a foul, and it's gonna go against Spartans. Not sure about that one at all. He was falling before the tackle came in, but nonetheless, it's a foul going against.
Yes, foul going against the Spartans FC, and here's a kick been taken. There's two defenders running onto it, and partially cleared and trying to head away, but Miss here is being trying to run around the player there in Kivai, but not getting it done, and I'm just colliding there with the defender.
That was dangerous. But, I am sure that he hurt himself, and he's going to need some attention. He's off the field, and medic says he's done. He's done. He's done.
But
he's done. Immediately the call comes. He is done for the evening.
But we tried to see what happened, especially if we can just.
He went to boot the ball. He went to head the ball, and his right leg seemed to have collapsed. He was wrong-footed. And seemed to would have done his hamstring in the process there. So he's done. The defender there for Spartans, he's done for the night, and Spartans immediately would have to make the substitution. Lymers picks it up in the defense. Sweet Bradshaw cuts into the middle. They're going to lose it. It's back in the defense of Lymers. Heads going up. Colin is being taken away. And that is being robbed of that one is Lloyd. It is the number 10 who has been robbed of it. Lily gets it to Samuel. Samuel looks up and looks to send Tristan running. Does so. Finds Tristan, but Rouse, speedy Rouse is there. Beaten. It is Tristan. Gets it to Bailey. Bailey has really put on some weight since we last saw him, Tony. But it is... This one has played too heavy, and Lake knocking it out of touch. The substitution comes now. It is the number 24 that is going to enter the game in the person of Louis. Louis is going to his first touch.
Yes, as I was saying, Rose need to realize that the ball is a lot faster than him, and almost running himself out of breath there, trying to chase after the ball when it was just being knocked from player to player. And had Bailey been a lot more sharper in terms of his ability to get round a man, he would have had a clear opportunity in goal, because he beat Rose very, very
wonderfully there. Yes. It's going to be a corner. Corner to be taken by Samuel. Samuel floats it in. Heads going up and straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And that's what I was saying, Tony, that no problem there at all for Lymers to win the header. Easy header, but they found the goalkeeper. So Louisi, the number 24, going into the game for the injured defender in Hector Telemaco.
Seems as though he has just pulled his hamstring. He's in front of us now, getting some ice, getting it iced.
Here's a shot on goal! Samuel making it 2-0 in the 63rd minute of play. In the 63rd minute of play, the man Samuel The man that has been working and working, the workhorse, the engine room. We can call him the engine room for the Lymers, has made it 2 goals. 2 goals to 0.
2 goals to 0 as we were a little bit distracted there, having to giving some attention to the player that came off down inside of us. But the ball broke for Samuel. He has good speed as well, shows some good speed and good strength, was able to keep the defender off and was able to just push it wide of the keeper on his left, and the ball rolled into the back of the onion bag for goal number 2. And Spartans seeing deeper into trouble now, having to look to come from 2 goals down. A mammoth task here for them this
Yes, it is going to be. Bradshaw picks it up, sends it wide. Changes the wing, lands it on the left wing. He's going to cut it back into the middle. It's Colin who picks it up. Sends it in the back. It's the central defender, Bradshaw. Sends it to the right back. His brother cuts out there. It has been cut out there by Thomas, and it's going to be a throw-in to Lymers. It's going to be Scarborough.
Was trying to find Colin again, playing in the number 8 position, that is. Had the pass been able to be effected, would have been a good one, but definitely that ball should have been coming wide to the right.
Thomas picks it up. Yes, it is number 10 who drops it wider. Number 10 in the man of Richards. It is number 11 in the person of Richardson. Devontae Richardson. There is going to be another substitution for Spartans. It's just, I know that's a heavy touch, but it's with Scarborough. Scarborough picks it up, looking to make a run. Gives it to Samuel. Samuel looking for Tristan. Not going to find him. Lee cuts it out. Gets it to Thomas. Thomas looks up. Holds on to it. Loses out to Samuel. Samuel gets it to Bailey. Bailey, long ball. Good ball to Tristan. Shot and goal. Oh, good footwork there. Shot back with Samuel, who makes a meal of it. Opportunity there, going and begging for Samuel. Right in front of the goalkeeper and sends it high over the top of the net.
Push through to Tristan Richardson, and he had a shot and goalkeeper. Foot saved it. Ball rebounded to Samuel, the goal scorer, just a while ago. It seemed as though he was trying to just side-foot it back over the keeper's head, but not getting the direction properly, and the ball going way wide for a goal kick.
Yes. Long ball forward. Picked up there by Raj. Just with the ball. Long ball. It's Rose. Oh, dangerous. Yeah. Well, he's angry with himself, but he's very lucky not to have done any harm to himself. Rose. Very fast. Very fast. There is Rose. Well, this is the number 24. Very speedy Louise. Saw him on the track for Inter-House Championship. Very speedy. And we're seeing his speed there coming into play. It's going to be a corner to Lymers. Not in any hurry at all to take the corner kick. Samuel just taking his own time to get to the ball. He has the ball now. Well, it's going to be Colin. Colin is looking for a short corner here. Looking to catch the Spartans. Head going up. Oh, that's going to be the dangerous. Had a dangerous ball straight across the face of net. And it could have easily been 3 goals.
Yes, smartly taken corner kick there by Colin. And realizing that the Spartans players were all camped into their defensive half, and here we see a heavy touch there by is that Aki Mel putting that one into touch for a throw in there too. But Millie, what we have realized is that the Spartans team have just seems to gone off the boil a bit. It seems as though that pressure that they came out with, the Lymers was able to weather that pressure and looking to get back into the pick of things now as they challenging in their half of the Spartans attack.
Very well so. Here comes the Lymers. Lymers with the ball. Good through ball. He's going to be flagged offside. He's good. It is a very tight one, but he was offside.
He's offside.
He was definitely offside. It is close, very close, but offside. Very good call. Very good call there by Rose. Louise. Long ball, long searching ball for Rose. It's not going to find Rose. Finds the head of Scarborough. It's Thomas who picks it up. Finds Rose. And Rose is, yes, he's going to control it. Oh, good. Oh, Rose controls it. Sends it to Rogers. Rogers off the head of Colin. It's going to be Bailey who picks it up. Gets it back to Colin. Colin holds it up. Long ball forward. Who's going to get to the end of this one? It is going to be the goalkeeper.
Yes, Richardson is on the other side of that one, and certainly Damien won't catch that one as the counter-attack was being had there by the Lymers.
Here is Spartans down the right flank. Long ball forward across. Ball coming in there, and again the defense winning that one. It's Rose who picks it up. Rose. Been confronted there by Samil. He looks to come back with the ball. Gets it to Rogers. Rogers looking for, will not find Rose. Ball going through to the goalkeeper. Knocks it downfield. Head's going up. Ball there being won by Samil. Gets it. Samil gets around Lake. Lake gets back. Checking back well. Sends Samil in the other direction. Asking Bailey to go down. It's Colin with the ball. And infringement there. And it's going to be a free kick.
And Samil has to, as the midfielder who is seeing the pass, he definitely has to look.
But this is a good ball across over the top. Here comes Lymers. Oh, not getting his boot around that one. And it could have been dangerous there for Spartans. Fortunately for them, the man could not get his foot around the ball and get the cross off. Here comes Lloyd down the right flank. Ball knocked out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in to Spartans.
As I was saying earlier, that the midfielder in Samir had an opportunity to set Richardson loose again right in the center, held on to the ball and just missed another opportunity for Richardson, and he was certainly sure will tell Fleming about that when this game is over.
It is Spartans losing out there to the ball goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw into Spartans. We are into the 72nd minute of play. Into the 72nd minute of play. In this lone game this evening, it is Spartans taking on Lymers. Coming up tomorrow, it is going to be a doubleheader. A doubleheader tomorrow. It is going to be Salsa Ballers. And is it Salsa Ballers and Uprising?
It will be Salsa Ballers and Uprising, and
I will tell you. We have it right here, and so we tell you it's coming up tomorrow. It is going to be at this moment. Here is clearance there, by Lymers. Lymers cleared it out in the end. No harm done. But on Sunday, Tony, we have some big games coming up on Sunday. Here is Lymers with the ball, picking it up. Lymers. Spartans looking to his Lymers has to defend. And the ball going across and knocked out of touch there. It's going to be a corner to Lymers. Corner to Lymers. Yes, and as I was saying, that's coming up tomorrow. Yeah, 2 games. 2 games tomorrow.
Million like you've gone Africa to get that fixture.
Well, it seemed I was.
So tomorrow's game will see the Uprising versus the Western Predators. That's
the first game.
The first game, and then Salsa Ballers versus Attackers.
Right.
And then on
Sunday, Tony, you have to be locked in, tuned into AI Live, or you have to find yourself at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center, because on Sunday evening, the place to be, it must be the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. Yes. And in the first game, it is going to be the Rowing Lions. So I know I'm not going to have Tony in the commentator's booth, because he would want to see that one from the comfort of the stand. It is going to be the Rowing Lions. They will be taking on the Enforcers. As we're watching a Lima player, he's down, but not seeming to be too much affected. The goalkeeper, the referee goes across, and the player gets on his feet, and there is going to be a substitution. The number 18 is going to make his way in, and that is the person of
number 18. Number 18 for Lymers is Raheem James.
So James makes his way onto the field, and the number 5 in the person
number
of
5 in the person of Kelvin. That's Colin coming off. Yes.
Oh yes, that's Colin Lady making his way on. And there's another substitution for Spartans. The number 12 in the person of Rennie makes his way onto the playing surface, and Thomas gives way. Yes. So as we were saying, Tony, come on Sunday, it's Rowing Lions. They will be taking on the Enforcers, and at prime time. Well, it's a big one. Tony, it's a very big game. It is Ducks United. They will be taking on Kicks United. That's a big game.
That's certainly a big game. The Rowing Lions, they're certainly sure going to come back with a vengeance, because the Police would have been a team to have knocked them out. Here we see the ball being passed back to the goalkeeper there, and he partially clears to the player there. Is that Akimel? I'm not sure who that player is.
Just picks it up on the right flank, looking for, and sends Lloyd running. He's dispossessed there, and there's an infringement, and the referee is going to card Lloyd. Lloyd is going to be carded. Lloyd gets the first yellow card of the. Is it Lloyd or is it Rogers? It's Rogers. It's Rogers who takes the first yellow card of the game.
Yes, and I was saying, Millington, on those games on Sunday, the Rowing Lions, they're going to be looking to do damage against the Enforcers. That was a team who would have prevented them from at least going to complete a clean sweep of the tournament. And so in the second game, for sure, I think that's going to be a battle between Ducks United and Kicks United. Kicks United, they will certainly want to bounce back from the loss over the course of their first game, and they will be looking to do a number on the Ducks United, I think, having beaten them in last year's tournament as well.
Well, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy walkover. I could tell it's going to be a good game, and we are all hoping to be here. A lot of sporting events that will be taking place on the weekend.
Two big matches as well.
The weekend is going to be packed. It's ram-packed right here in Angola as we watch Richards coming away with it for Spartans losing out, and it's with Louise loses out too. It is with Damien for Lymers sending Tristan forward. The ball intercepted there. Momentarily, it is James who's tossed there by Lake. Lake wins it. It's Rennie who picks it up for Spartans to Lloyd. Lloyd looking to send Rogers forward. Doesn't. There is loose ball. It's Lymers who picks it up. It is Samuel who picks it up. Samuel looking for Tristan is going to be flagged offside if he doesn't touch the ball, but he was in an offside position. Ball going straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, no harm done. Here is the man Rouse making a run. Rouse. Ball intercepted. Long ball forward. It's Lake who picks it up. Looking for Richardson, finds him. Richardson holds it up. And, well, that's a poor ball. He was looking for, he nods it back to his goalkeeper who was right there to avoid any danger. 2-0 into the 80th minute of play. Into the 80th minute of play we go. There is going to be another substitution for Spartans. 2-0. Samuel picks it up. Looks for, finds Bailey. Bailey is dispossessed. Richards finds Rose. Rose looks up. Long ball forward, looking for Julius. Doesn't find him. He gets it back. This ball is played forward for Rogers. Rogers is not going to get to the end of it. It is Richards who gets it. Lymers gets it back. Lymers wins it. Loses it out to Rennie. Spartans with Rose. Long ball in the forward. And it's Rennie. Looks to send. Rogers is going to be flagged offside. Rogers flagged offside. There's going to be a substitution. The number 28 is going to make his way onto the park. That is the man Sadiq Emmanuel. Sadiq Emmanuel is going to make his way onto the playing surface.
Who's going to come out? Who's coming out?
And it's Lloyd. Lloyd who is going to make his way off the park. Lloyd taking off his shirt, and the referee saying, you don't take your shirt off on the field.
He don't seems to be too pleased.
No.
But they've got 9 minutes and whatever injury time. Well, 8 minutes and change, but Lloyd.
So it's Emmanuel who makes his way onto the into the field. A long ball ahead. Here goes Tristan. Gets it over there to James, and the ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be a goal kick to Spartans.
It was Rose again, really doing some good work here this afternoon.
Well, the ball appeared to have come off of Rose.
Yeah, Rose
thought it came off. Yes, so yeah. Rose saving the day there. Yes. Thought for one moment it came off James, but it came off Rose, who saved the day for Spartans, and it's going to be a corner to Lymers. It's going to be James who's going to serve it in. Ball swung into the air. Heads going up in the air and going over the top.
Good corner there. The player there getting ahead on it, but not getting the power. Almost they just dropped on his head and just looped over the bar. no damage.
Here comes Rouse again. Looking to split the field there. Wasn't able to. Bailey. Loses out. Bailey gets it back. Loses out. Gives it away to Scarborough. Off Bailey, and it goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in.
So the play is just a little bit loose on both sides.
Very much so.
A lot of missed passes and
players. Well, for Spartans, they are looking to pull one back, and for Lymers, they seem to just be relaxing. Or is it that they are getting winded? It's going to be a throw to Lymers. 2-0. Goals coming in the 11th and 63rd minute of play. Here is Lymers with the ball, clearing the defense. Losing it to Rouse. Rouse, it's high in the air. It's going up. No one is going to get with no header, but the ball is with Lymers. Lymers with Bailey. Bailey finds Scarborough. Scarborough chips it across. Can't find James. Tristan was interested in that one, but Lake picks it up. Sends the ball forward. It's with Bailey. Bailey looking to and find a long ball forward, and not well played there. Tristan picks it up. It's with Tristan Richardson. Richardson sees a man running. Oh, couldn't find him, but it's with James. Shot and goal over the top.
Yeah, Tristan was trying to get it on the far left, but didn't really get it the way he wanted to chip it. Ball just at least finding one of his players as well, but had he got the connection on the pass right, that could have spelled some danger for the Spartans FC. Here's Rose giving it away again.
Bailey. Tristan. Loses out. Rennie. Good ball. Finds Rogers. Rogers loses out to Scarborough. Scarborough looks for Samuel. Finds him. He's going to trip it through. There's no help there for him. They're going to go back home to the keeper. The keeper is going to send it wide. It's going to be a substitution there for another substitution for Spartans FC. Defense for Lymers picks it up. Bailey looking for, can't find just the long ball, too heavy a touch. The goalkeeper is going to collect cleanly. Easily sends it wide. It's with Louisi. Is that Louisi? No, it's not. It seems to be Emmanuel. Lymers picks it up. Making a run down the left flank. It is Lymers. Lymers. And that's a foul. That's a foul. It's in a dangerous area. A very dangerous area. Just outside the box on the left hand, the left flank. The substitution is going to be made. The number 20 is going to come in the game. And number 8 is going to believe in. Number 8 is... He's not going to make that change just yet.
Hope it doesn't end up like Docks with a man standing up on the line.
In the 89th minute of play.
That was very, hard for the player there. But that's how it is. Game of football sometimes. Coach is trying to kill time and to soak time up.
Well, Tony, I'll tell you this. It was the worst bit of coaching I saw in the longest while. It is a substitution now. It's going to be Rouse, the hard-working Rouse, who is going to leave the playing area for Spartans. And he's going to be substituted by the number 20.
And Rose really put in a good shift, really worked
hard.
The corner kick coming in, headed away there by the the defender, and the referee has adjusted that it's an infringement there on the part of the Lymers player, and hence it's a free kick there in the box of the Spartans FC.
Yes, so Decoy Brooks is going to come out, is the man who has just joined. There is going to be a substitution likewise for Lymers. It is Tristan. Tristan is going to be coming off, and the number 15 is going to make his way onto the playing surface.
That number 15, Vandrick Herbert, yes.
Herbert, that's Vandrick Herbert. Ball played wide. 89th minute of play. We'll see how many time added for injury.
So that was the man in Tristan. Would you say he deserved man of the match, Millington? Who are the contenders for man of the match in this encounter here?
It will definitely be between Tristan, the man Samil, or Colin.
Colin did assisted in that match with
in the first goal.
He
was the man who assisted in that one that got the pass through. Samil scored the second goal, and besides, and there is another substitution. It's going to be the number 20. The number 20 for Lymers. That is the person.
Orwin. Yes, that's Orwin.
Orwin. He is making his way onto the playing surface. And the number 2 has been substituted. And is that?
Number 2 in the person of. Do we have a number 2 here on the sheet? Ricardo.
It's Ricardo. Yes. It's Lymers with the ball. It's with Samil. Samil with the ball, sends it forward to Owen, who has just got into the game. Owen making a run down the flank. Here he comes into the area, and he's been knocked off the ball. A good, clean tackle there. Owen sends the ball across, but there is no black and pink there. And Spartans clear. It's going to be a throw-in there to Lymers in the 90th minute of play. We wait to see how much time is added for stoppages. Injury timeout is going to be 3 minutes or so, you think?
Not that many.
Oh, yes.
3 minutes, yes.
3 minutes.
Just about on par.
3 minutes. This Lymers just one. Oh, it's a good kick. Good bicycle kick there.
Yes,
it was on target. Was on target. Here comes Spartans losing it into the first minute of injury time. Long ball forward. Trouble here. Oh, he gets past him, as man. And they're fortunate that that one was not in front goal. Anyway, he was flagged offside. Flagged offside. And lucky there for Spartans.
A good attempt of a true pass there, but the player just a little found himself just a little too far forward, and had he timed his run just a little bit better, it could have spelled danger for the Spartans as an infringement for handball. Kick taken quickly. Here's Samuel now, cuts into the player there, and he gets the return pass. Here is Bailey, looks up. Chips far through Owen on the left side. And here is the Lymers now just knocking it around.
Shot coming in there. Over the top there by Bailey. That could be probably the last attempt on goal for Lymers as we head into the final minute of stoppage time. Two goals to nil. Lymers lead into the final minute of stoppage time we go. Here is Spartans. Ball going out of touch. The man is down. That is Rogers. He remains on the floor. Rogers.
Millington, it appears as if that the Lymers, who have been the better team this evening for certain, getting everything right, getting an early goal, and then was able to come back in the second half and scoring another goal, holding the pressure when they were put under pressure by the Spartans, especially in the early portions of the second half. And you see a throw taken quickly, cleared there. I'm certainly sure that's just about the final throw of the dice here.
It's barely with the ball. Spartans have to defend. Does so well. It's Lymers with the ball on the left flank. Loses out there to Spartans. Picks it up back. It is Samil who has the ball. Samil gets around his man. Samil on the run. He has a man to contend with. He is making a run down the right flank. He controls. He's looking up and sees that he has a man there, and he's rubbed off the ball like, oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. And that's the game. That's the final whistle of the game. Lymers winning this one, 2-0. 2-0. And a very good game there. Very good start here of the tournament from Lymers, winning this one, 2-0, Tony.
Yeah, certainly the better team tonight being the Lymers. They have gotten all their ducks in a row, had their formation nicely thought out, and no pressure at all from the Spartans FC. But for the early portion of the second half, the Lymers have kept their shape and soaked the pressure, absorbed the pressure, was able to get back on the footing and where they would have scored their second goal from the boot of Samil. And all in all, a good performance there by the Lymers. They can feel very happy with their start for the season so far. We will want to say that the Spartans, certainly coming off of a draw and looking to get maximum points from this game, they will certainly need to get back to the drawing board and see where they would have went wrong and see what they can work on in order for the remainder of their matches to come.
Yes, Spartans here beaten 2-0. 2-0. Spartans coming out with a draw from their first game against Attackers and going down here tonight, 2-0. 2-0 to Lymers. Lymers indeed played the better football. They played the better football. They came out, looked a team on purpose, and indeed they played a very good game and rewarded, rightfully so, rewarded for their hard work. Goals coming in the 11th and in the 63rd minute of play, and it was in the end, Spartans game, their game plan, they will have to go back to the drawing board, because what we saw here tonight, it was that they were completely dominated in the first half of play. They were completely dominated, and Lymers came out and they made sure that they secured the win, and in the end they just had to sit back and defend.
Yes, we talked about the 3-5-2 formation that the Lymers was playing, and it was certainly seems too much for the Spartans players. They weren't able to get as close as to the ball as they would have liked. Like I said, save for the early portion of the second half, 1 or 2 shots going on goal. Certainly the Lymers, the better team here this afternoon, and coming away with all 3 points. And like I said earlier on, much work for the Spartan coaches to do if they really are to contend in this tournament.
Indeed, Tony. Good evening here. It was a very pleasant evening at the Raymond Igishaw Technical Center. Sports continue, Tony, in Anguilla, and as we continue to say thanks be unto Almighty God that we continue to have sporting events on in crowds. In all its glory, and a beautiful atmosphere here, and sports continue throughout the weekend, Tony.
Yes, certainly. We've got cricket on the other side of us tomorrow. Then we come back here for football at 4:30 and at 6:30 when we bring the nightcap, and then on Sunday again we repeat the same sentiments, and so lots of sports here, and certainly we're going to bring it to you on both ends. We're going to bring you the cricket, and then we're going to head to the football, and we do hope that as you listen, that you will enjoy.
But not only that, Tony, the big one that the pursuers have been looking forward for, it was missing last year due to the shutdown of COVID. It is the Ashley Road race. It returns. It is going to take place on Sunday as well, and that will be live on Class FM. That is going to be a big event. But remember, after the race, after the cricket, all road will lead right back here at the Raymond Igishar, the Technical Center, where it will be football in all its glory. Remember, it is going to be the Enforcers. They will be taking on Royal Lions. That is on Sunday. And at prime time on Sunday, it is going to be Ducks United. They will be taking on Kicks United, but on Saturday, before Sunday, it is on Saturday. Uprising, they will be taking on Salsa Ballers. Attackers will be taking on...
Attackers taking on the... Attackers will be coming up against the Uprisings.
So it's all going to happen right here at the Raymond Igishard Technical Center. It's football.